America, and I've lived in Olympia for 7 years and 7 months. My mailman hates our block, but because there are always cars blocking the mailboxes, and he often will come to the door and tell us how angry he is and how much time it takes him to deliver our mail, when it seems like he's probably spending a lot of his time coming to all of our doors and telling us that we're wasting all of his time. We try very hard not to park in front of the driveway, but sometimes there are guests over that don't know, or it's the wrong time of day and it happens, then we're really sorry about it. But a couple of months ago, I came home and the mailbox was on the ground, lying next to the post. And I went across the street to my neighbor's house, and they told me that they heard a bang, a big bang, and then they looked outside and the mailbox was sitting on the ground. The mail driver was driving off, and I was just livid. I was so mad because we stopped getting our mail. They wouldn't even put the mail. We had the box right next to it for a couple days until we could fix it. But I went down to the post office and I made a formal complaint because I wanted them to fix it. I wanted them to give us a new box. Our box is old anyway. And I was just kind of in a state of rage about it. To then, later on in the evening, be walking with a friend and telling them the story about how I went to the post office to make a complaint about our mailman who purposefully knocked over our mailbox, to where then they said, oh, I backed into the mailbox the other day and I didn't tell anyone. And I felt so guilty. I just felt so bad about it. And I was like, okay, probably what happened was my friend backed into the mailbox. It was loose. Probably he went to go put the mail in and it fell off. And he was probably just as mad as I was. And then the whole situation's just whatever. And then a couple days later, a different friend is getting a drink with one of her coworkers and one of her coworkers' friends, who happens to be a mailman. And they're drinking, and the mailman is just going on about this story about how one of his friends, another mailman, hit a mailbox on purpose, knocked it over, and got away with it. So probably what happened was my friend hit the mailbox, got a little loose, and then the mailman was pissed and just rammed into it. So I can't be mad about it anymore because the mailbox is back on. And I'm kind of glad that he got that out of his system because he's so angry about the cars. But a lot of twists and turns, a pretty unbelievable story.